Welcome to this training unit designed to discuss and explore StockUPC by MostEdge. Together, we'll unlock the power of StockUPC and open doors to how our newly minted service creates even more value for our customers. This learning module is designed to ensure MostEdge employees understand each step required from start to finish to support customer onboarding and effective utilization of the StockUPC app. Today, we'll dive into all of the details surrounding StockUPC. Most importantly, you will gain an understanding of the benefits and instant advantages of our in-store service offerings, allowing store owners to outsource the entire inventorying process to MostEdge. Please allow me a moment to introduce myself. I'm Ananya. As your mentor, I'm here to help guide your learning and provide you with the tools needed to allow you to fully understand, support, and even upsell StockUPC to our customers. By the end of this course, you'll have a strong foundation, confidence in your knowledge of StockUPC, and a deeper appreciation for how this feature can help make a difference in the profit and losses experienced by stores. When this course concludes, you will understand the process for getting started with the StockUPC application, the configuration and reporting functions of the app, and how stores can request an on-site team be deployed to conduct the inventory process on their behalf. Did you know that 43% of small businesses do not monitor their inventory? Imagine how much this impacts the bottom line for convenience store owners. With a good inventory system, a store can reduce shrinkage, waste, and costs. That is why StockUPC by MostEdge is such a game changer. Let's take a look and learn more. Before we begin, it is important to understand the key terms that will be used in this lesson. These terms will also be used when interacting with customers. 1. UPC, Universal Product Code. A barcode used to identify a specific product and its details like brand, size, and price. 2. Audit, a process of checking and verifying the accuracy of inventory counts and product information. 3. Aisle, a row or section in the store where products are displayed for customers. 4. Map, a visual layout or guide showing where products are located throughout the store. 5. End cap, the display at the end of an aisle, often used to promote featured or high-selling items. 6. Location, the main area in the store or stockroom where a product is stored, for example, aisle 2 stockroom. 7. Sublocation, a more specific spot within a location, for example, shelf 3 of aisle 2 or top rack in stockroom. 8. Configuration, the setup or arrangement of shelves, displays, and product placements in the store. 9. Retail, the price at which a product is sold to customers. 10. Wholesale, the price you pay to buy products from a supplier before marking them up for retail. 11. Child item, a specific variation of a product, for example, a 20 Oz bottle of Coke. 12. Parent item, the main product that groups several child items, for example, Coca-Cola 6-pack or Pepsi 24-pack. 13. Grandparent item, the broadest category grouping multiple parent items, for example, all Coca-Cola beverages or soft drinks. Now that you have the required vocabulary, you are ready to understand how StockUPC is implemented and supported. First and foremost, prior to being able to access and use the StockUPC app, customers must have a phone number set up in the back office. This number will allow proper setup and access to the StockUPC app. To verify or add a number, simply access the Setup tab from the back office. Once here, locate and select System Admin. Next, you will select Employee Access. Here you can add a number for the employee who will conduct the audit or verify what number has been entered. Once the assigned number has been entered or confirmed, the StockUPC app can be downloaded. Getting started with MostEdge StockUPC is simple. Access to an Android handheld device is required for full functionality. Scan the QR code for a list of supported devices from Amazon. From the device, you need to access the Google Play Store. From the Google Play Store, search for and install the MostEdge StockUPC application. Once the download completes, you are ready to begin. Once the app is launched, you will need to log in. In order to log in, the Store ID is required. The Store ID can be found in the top right corner of the back office homepage. The app will request permission to access your location. Be sure to select Allow. Failure to allow access to the location will prevent linking inventory to the store. Once the Store ID has been entered and validated by the system, the user phone number is required. This number must match what has been entered in the back office. As a final layer of security to access StockUPC, a password will be sent to the number on file. Entry of this passcode will allow the app to properly function. This completes the prerequisite steps before any scanning can begin. All actions start from the StockUPC dashboard. Before navigating to collect UPC or UPC inventory, store configuration is required. To access this function, select the menu bar, which is represented by the two dashed lines in the top right-hand corner. From here, the option to select store configuration becomes available. By default, the following locations are available: aisles, beer enclave, cash counter, coffee station, cooler doors, and end caps. It is important to set up the locations and sub-locations based on the layout of the actual store. For each location, you can add sub-locations. The sub-location makes it easier to find and locate items in the store. To add a sub-location, first select the location associated with the sub-location. In this example, I will select aisles. Next, click on the plus symbol. This allows the sub-location to be entered. Be sure to also select the product category from the drop-down menu. This process would be repeated until all sub-locations in the store have been created. Once the store configuration has been completed, products can be added by selecting Collect UPC. It is important to note that the first phase of capturing store inventory is the collection and identification of the items in the store. In simple terms, Collect UPC allows the app to capture what is in the store. UPC inventory, on the other hand, is where the exact quantities are captured. Let's walk through how to add products to locations using the Collect UPC function. After selecting Collect UPC, select the location and sub-location of where the product is within the store, or where you will place the items within the store. A scan option will be available. Once scan has been selected, scan the barcode of the product. Capture an image of the front and back of the product, click Tap to add, and then select Save. A pop-up message will appear confirming that the item has been saved. Now, the item can be mapped as either retail or wholesale. Retail should be selected when mapping a child item, and wholesale should be selected when mapping a parent item. The process of collecting UPCs and mapping items should be repeated until all UPCs within the location have been collected. Upon successfully capturing all UPCs within the location, the process of actually adding inventory can begin. Before starting the inventory process, all store purchases for the location must be cleared. This will ensure no transactions interfere with the inventory update process. To do this, navigate to your back office and select the grocery puzzle piece. Once selected, navigate to and select Grocery Purchases. Here, you will find several tabs. Select Purchase Ledger. Once selected, you will need to ensure that status for all items shows cleared. For the same reason store purchases must be cleared, sales at the location must be frozen. This prevents inventory errors. It is highly recommended that stores utilize the StockUPC Concierge service by MostEdge. With this service, the entire process is done by a specialized team and is completed in half the time it would take store personnel. This customized service can be conducted monthly, quarterly, annually, or on a schedule of the customer's choice. Offering small, medium, and large package choices, stores outsource the entire inventorying process to a dedicated team of MostEdge employees. Not only does this reduce the time to complete the audit, but also gets the data produced in record time. With or without a personalized team, stores immediately reduce dead inventory and reduce stockouts with StockUPC. With these steps completed, the audit can begin. From the StockUPC app, select UPC Inventory. Next, select the location and sub-location of where inventory is being updated. These steps should sound very familiar by now. The manual scanning of all items begins now. Items can be manually entered or scanned into inventory. For accuracy, manual scan is ideal. The app will display the current stock levels. If adjustments are needed, simply select the plus or minus symbol. Update the inventory by confirming the quantities and details as needed. Once all inventory has been captured, the audit can be finalized. Select Save Audit in the app. The app will save the data and prepare a report. After completing and saving the audit, the details can be found within the back office by visiting the audit page. From the back office, navigate to the grocery puzzle piece, select Inventory, and then Inventory Audit. The date may need to be updated to ensure the report generates. Once the audit report has been reviewed, the inventory should be synced. This tells the system what to sync. To do this, navigate to the Inventory Audit page, select the Details tab, and then select the box next to UPC. These are the items that will be updated and synced based on the audit. Finally, click on Update Store Inventory button at the bottom of the screen. Once this is done, the inventory quantities will be synced based on the actual inventory. With that, you are now fully prepared to support the StockUPC utilization. Thank you for your time, attention, and continued support of MostEdge.